a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And the Buffalo.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field and afterwards.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Breeze. And this is incomplete. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said no way, he'd rather hit people as a linebacker.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Breeze on 3rd down. It's complete to Flainer. The 13 yards that time and a first.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And Thomas has it. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Three yards remaining here on 2nd down. Breeze hands to Ingram. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. And the play clock's running down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
When teams take shots at the end zone, You've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did, and batted it away.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. First carry for Jonathan Stewart. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And what about this offense, Charles? Specifically, what about Jonathan Stewart?
He makes sure everything goes. Put the ball in his chest and watch him run. Can run with power inside, but has enough speed that when he gets outside, he can cause a lot of trouble.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's Newton now on second down. Surveying the field. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And a look now at the starting defense.
Paul Kruger's one of the most respected veterans in the game. All he does is make plays.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Stewart on first down. And he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Now Newton on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
On second and 10, Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. to the ground now with Stewart. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Craig Robertson in on the stop. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Steps away to his left. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And Newton's going to keep it. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And he knocks it through. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Breeze on 3rd down. It's complete to Flater. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a 1st down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. that size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
One receiver left, three to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. And they rattle off a big one. And even 40 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They go play action here on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly,
and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have once again taken the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score lap. Time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Newton on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Just beating the play clock is Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. Newton gives off to Stewart. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, Newton eluding the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he slides to avoid the hit. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try the air now with Newton. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. Newton takes it himself. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 1 second left in the and play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Godot's kick is right through. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They start the third quarter on the ground with Stewart. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Newton now on second down. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and it's third down. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points?
And break this tie. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
10 yards still left on second down. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
defense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. 5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
2nd down following the run. To throw on 2nd down is nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Third and long, it's Newton. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And now a 1st down following that long gain. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st down, Newton. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
From the red zone now, Newton. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. This is Stewart. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Try and burn, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gano for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw is Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Caught left side by Funchess. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Fresh set of downs here. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Carolina eating some clock on the ground there, and part of why they were the NFC champs last year, number 2 as a team in the running game.
They played their identity last year. Offensive line that could move people in the run game. Jonathan Stewart running it. Of course, big Cam Newton could be a short yardage guy. And remember, Their head coach, Ron Rivera, a defensive guy. They love to run the football.
Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. 3rd and 2, Newton. Kelvin Benjamin. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now this offense ready to take over again. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And now they're in the hurry up. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Going right side here, and that's complete. Time for a break. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And the D looking like they may blitz. 5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. From midfield, here's Breeze. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Breeze now to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Easy.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The motion man here, Fleener. In motion, the tight end. And he motions the wide receiver. They send Thomas out to the right by. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Breeze got to have this one. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Another run for Stewart. He's been busy. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now whistles blow here. Play has stopped, and we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Still 9. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.